Basic Architect, yeah, somewhere in the Midwest, right? We're out here on our project out here, and you know, we're talking a little bit about windows, but there's parts of window installation where you sit there and say, hey, what do I use for that? Where do I get those screws? What do I get? So I thought it was applicable. Let's sit here, we'll go across the table, and we'll talk about some of the tools. Now, there's a lot of these things I've learned from you guys. Patrick from EAS, he's the owner of European Architectural Supply, flew out here to install the first couple windows with me in the builder. So we talked about, you know, the turbo screw. You guys send these out, I believe, right?
Yeah, these are not easy to buy in North America, so we always stock these in Massachusetts, and we order for every job.
And these are just basically the standard window installation screw. What are these? Probably about 4.5 inches, 5
yes,
inches.
But they come in shorter lengths or longer lengths. So if you imagine that you're going maybe through a stud, but there's a piece of steel behind it, and you use a shorter fastener, you can get a shorter one. If you have a particularly unusual installation and you need a really long one, I think they come in like 9-inch lengths as well.
Gotcha.
Comes in really handy.
And then this is the standard bracket. Now, unlike ones that I've shown in the past that have the teeth where you can lock it in the track on an aluminum or a UPVC window, the wood windows here, the macro wind, we don't have that track. So we have to go to basically the full flat, which means you need some 1.25-inch screws that basically can go through the system. You screw that into the window, and then you basically back screw this into the stud. Now, these are, you know, the tapered head. The best screws for these are the pan heads, so they sit up close to that. I know.
And they don't have to be really long. 1.25 inches is enough.
Right. So, so we can do that. But those are the brackets.
And we stock about 6 different kinds of these because different brands of windows and different types of windows use different brackets. So we have 2 different brackets for PVC windows, 2 different brackets for aluminum windows as well. So and we carry that all in stock in Milton.
Gotcha. And then of course the air shim bag, right? So the bag is basically you put that in, close it up, and basically you slide it in the rough opening, and then you pump it up, and basically you can lock the window in place, and then you can go through and you know, do some very micro adjusting, and then really clamp it down, tighten it up, and then screw off the windows.
Oh yeah, and if you put it underneath like a lift slide door, you can lift 1,000 pounds with one of these bags. It's incredible.
Yeah, it is amazing how much power these things have in terms of being able to lift. Or I've seen guys put it on the side of a 12-foot window and pump it up and slide the window over 1/4 of an inch or 3/8 of an inch. So these are really good tools. You know, I would say if you're putting in Euro style windows, you want 2 or 3 of these on the site with you. This one here, this was interesting because we did use this on the job. This fits the turbo screw, but we advised them because they were coming rather close to hitting the window with this.
Exactly.
This bit really wants to be about another 1.5 or 2 inches longer, something in like a 6-inch range.
Yeah, our installation crews use 12-inch version of the 1/4-inch bit.
Just basically to stay away, and you don't want to, I mean, certainly we can replace anything, but you don't want to go through that headache.
You never want the head of the drill to grind itself into the finish of the window, right?
Gotcha. And then, of course, you know, we have some shims here if we wanted to use them, but if we're using those turbo screws, we really don't need to have any of the tapered shims.
Yeah, most of the shimming you do underneath the window. So if your rough opening is not level and you have to lift up one side or the other, you use the shims, and it's really important to use synthetic shims. So you do not want to use a piece of wood here, then, you know, bottom rough opening can get wet, right?
Yep.
And if wood shims get wet, you know, they're going to swell up and they're going to lift up that window and bring it down again and lift it up.
I'm glad you said that because I have videos where I've used cedar shims underneath. But
well, that's the typical shim material here in North America, but it really pays off to do this. And our crews actually use shims that come in millimeter increments. Okay. So they have 5 different colors. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 millimeters. And so,
you know the name of those? So
They don't have a brand. It's
They
just,
don't, okay.
It's
So
just
you
a
just buy
Shim.
bags of Shims.
We buy boxes of those, yeah, and it's really nice because we can work with a laser over a really wide lift slide door, and the laser tells us at every spot in the door, I need 4 millimeters. So you just pick a 4 millimeter shim, put it there, and you keep going. And so by the time you're putting the door in, you know that you're perfectly level.
Gotcha. And then, of course, for flashing, we love the zip stretch tape. You know, on this particular house, you can see we have zip sheathing behind us. But the beauty of that stretch tape is the fact that you can take it and, you know, stretch it and wrap it around the opening and conform to that opening.
Yeah. So European Architectural Supply, we are in business 20th year now.
Yep.
And so for many, many years, we're really struggling with what kind of tape to use in the corners of the pans, both the inside of the back dam and the outside. And we were, you know, cutting different materials, doing 3 layers, butterflying it over. And then finally this product came out, and I think it solved all the
Kind of
problems for us.
revolutionized
It did. It's not just the stretchability, but it's the quality of the adhesive, the fact that it can work in hot August weather and really cold January weather as well. So far, I really, you know, do not have any problem with this material yet. You know, in the hot weather, it's a little soft to work with,
Yeah.
so be careful not to
It's
unwrap
a
like
little
huge-
mushy.
A little
Yeah.
mushy, so you want to be careful with the release paper, but it sticks really, really well in all weather conditions. And when we do a pan with these, you know, I know I can pour, you know, a gallon of water in there and another drop is going to get
Yeah.
inside.
And if you
So
come back 2 days later, you're not pulling it off.
it's still there, exactly.
It's there for
No,
life.
that's a big winner, this product.
Over here, we have the air gun with some window and door foam sealant. So this is to get in there and, you know, attach that to
I mean, this is an
here.
important pointer. So, you know, these cans, they come in this format, but they also come in the cheaper, simpler format where you have the
The
plastic.
little hose, yeah.
Try to use this if possible. I think this gun, sometimes if you buy a dozen of these, you get it for free as
Yep.
part of the package. I think the overall retail cost of this is somewhere in the $40 range.
Yeah.
You know, when you get foam on the surface of the window, it's so hard to clean and it can be such
And this
damage.
really gives you like surgical precision on the
Absolutely.
install.
And not only that, but the moment when you release this trigger, this rod goes all the way to the tip of it,
And
right?
plugs it.
Plugs it. In the regular can, when you stop it,
It still
the foam is still
oozes.
expanding. That's exactly the way you don't want foam coming out anymore. So, you know, this is a big word of advice. Spend a little bit of money. This is going to be in your tool bag,
Yep.
you know, for a long time. I think we have 10 of these in our vans.
And then what we don't have here, they actually put it in the trailer and we can't get in there, but we had access to it, are the round circular suction cups.
Absolutely. Get a high quality suction cup, pump style suction, what they call professional cup. You can go, you don't have to go to a specialty store anymore. You can buy these on Amazon. They can come next day.
Yep.
You know, often crews forget about this. They get ready to install windows and they say, oh, we forgot we need suction cups. You can get them ordered and get them within like a day or so.
Yeah.
Usually if you spend about $50 per cup, you're getting a good cup.
Gotcha.
And you know,
So a pair of 4, you're probably in somewhere in the $200 plus
exactly.
range.
You know, and our windows quite often can be in many, many hundreds of pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Suction cup is a really important tool in terms of safety, right? If a suction cup gives up at the bad time, you might be on a scaffolding or somewhere. You know, spend the money for a good set of suction
A
cups.
good one, and it's safety for yourself, but it's also safety in not wrecking the window.
And
right?
your
You don't wanna-
people, your crew.
you don't want to
Yeah.
replace a 16-foot window, and you
Yeah.
don't want to replace one of your crew members.
That's right.
And so
That's
it's
right.
short money. And then lastly, you guys have your very own little install package, which I always thought was
Yeah, so for
pretty
many
neat,
years, yeah, I was
right?
saying
You
we-
got the construction handle here.
Yeah.
So guys don't have to go and use, break open the real hardware. You have
Yeah.
all these little wrenches and
all the
tools.
adjustment tools for it.
And
Yeah.
you're gonna love this. A little jar of Play-Doh. So
Oh, yeah.
talk to us.
All
Why
right,
do we have Play-Doh?
So, no window company does this. You know, when you diagnose locking problems with multi-point locking systems, sometimes, my handle is not closing properly. What's going on? It is possible that at the factory, one of the counter locking points is not in the correct position.
Yep.
But it's very difficult to inspect these because you cannot see in between the gaskets you were showing. And we used to put paper in there, tape measure it, and then we realized that we can get a little bit of Play-Doh, press it in there, and then close the window, and we can see exactly where the mushroom locking point lands. And you look at the Play-Doh, you not right away know what your problem is.
And you can see if there's a misalignment.
Misalignment, you know
it's
right
going to
away.
embed it in the Play-Doh.
Yeah, and it can be just 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch, right? And you can quickly adjust that or fix it.
So there you go. You thought
Yeah.
there were 1,000 uses of Play-Doh, but EAS just found the 1,001st use of Play-Doh. So,
Yeah.
and that comes in every little install bag. So there you have it. European Architectural Supply. They're out here on site, and just a really quick note. Patrick flew out from Boston out here to make sure that we're putting his windows in right? So there's not a lot of window manufacturers out there that if I call, the owner of the company or the CEO of the company is going to come out and make sure we're doing the job right. Patrick said, hell yeah, I'll come out there, we'll make sure we get these guys right. This is not an inexpensive window package in this house. And the guys that are using it or installing these have never seen windows like this before. So there's a pretty big mismatch there, but in one day, I wouldn't say we turned them into experts, but their confidence level is certainly much higher.
They went from skeptics to I think
To believers, yeah.
Yeah.
And excited to put these in. So I can't wait, give them a little bit more time. They're gonna bang out the whole house
Yeah.
and we
And
can
I think
return
once
a
it
later date.
once it's at 0 degrees outside, which I think is going to happen pretty soon here,
Yeah.
I think they're going to like the windows and the installation in this house.
There you go. All right, well there you have it. Thanks, Patrick. Steve Basic Architect. We're somewhere in the Midwest.